Won a lot of games here coaching high school in Alabama, and when I coached mid-major basketball, it's good to come back here and get a win. That was a resilient second half by our guys. You know, we are what we are, and we're looking like we're supposed to look. Attacking basketball, being relentless the whole game, and living with what it is. You know, we had to overcome some adversity there with foul trouble, had some turnovers there late. Wasn't the best, missed some free throws late. You know, they can boo all they want here. That game should have been over if there wasn't a clock malfunction.
Right. Agreed.
That game is over with.
Agreed.
And that's inexcusable for that to happen here.
I agree.
That's the only way that can happen is if there's a clock malfunction. Now, our guys still overcame that one, and I think the referees, you got to applaud them because it was close. They got to give that to us because the game was over at the line right there.
Yeah, and then with the clock stopped with .6, it hits the rim, and they stop the play in the middle. If it missed the rim, the call needs to be played. Now, here's the other thing. You went from 1.7 to 2.0 on the first free throw to 2.4.
Right.
So I'm with you on that. But back to that resilience, and back to why you brought Jakari Lane in, and back to why Pop Isaac. They have been in the crux and the crucible of games. Bucky, it's one thing to perform. They're not scared, Bucky, and that permeates throughout the team, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've never seen our guys, Rylan Griffin, play as hard as he played tonight for 31 minutes. Came in here, Jakari Lane 30 minutes, Ruben 30, Rashawn 27, Pop nearly 29 minutes. And we're fresh and ready to keep fighting.
What to me, one of the things, two things. One, and you harp on it all year. It stuck out to me today is I don't care what happens, we're going to get the ball inbounds and go right back and attack. Even when they kind of rose up again, we came right back at them. It was just relentless. Us attacking the basket.
Yeah. We've said it for about a month. We have to be what we are and who we are. And if it's not good enough, we'll shake your hand and say good job. But there can't be any doubt about our identity. And when you watch Texas A&M play right now, we have an identity to who we are. We may be undersized, but we got some dogs out there that are going to scrap and fight and keep attacking. And that's what you want, right? That's what you want to support.
What you want.
Well, that 23 seconds when you got 8 straight points right here in front of the bench. And like nobody's going to give you that. You earn every second, every point of that. And
that was a turning point, wasn't it?
It was particularly on the road here.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a hostile environment. Wait till we get back home and the students are in and Reed Arena when we make those kind of runs. It's going to be electric, you know. But we had to do that in their home deal with our juice and being the aggressor, you know. And
but it wasn't
great.
just that run, Bucky. They responded, and you guys responded again with another 15-0 run.
Yeah.
You know how energy, okay, we did this, we're back, and you kind of exhale? This team's like, no, we're back, and there was a little bit of ferocity, wasn't there?
Well, but we told them we got to keep scoring. We got to try to get to 90 in the game and keep going. It was a really tough deal the last 2.5 minutes because we started running zone and started taking time off the clock, and it get down to 30 seconds, they score with 1 second. So it's really a tough deal. If we make our free throws, we're going to ice it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was it. That's what came down to the free throws. What was interesting, too, is as hard as they worked defensively as a team to come up with the turnovers, they worked just as hard offensively. That ball was moving. It was hot. The open guy no 4 shots, just big-time decision-making on the offensive end.
Our guys were fresh there late, making the right decisions. You know, we know we had to ease into the game on the road. It took us a second. But, you know, once we got momentum, momentum never left.
No.
It was great to see. Lots of great efforts by everybody. I thought Ali Deba came in there, played some incredible defense.
Awesome.
You know, Rashawn had fouls. Fetty had to come in there. You know, some of those guys didn't play well tonight, but maybe next game it's going to be their night.
You've always said this about this team. When you play at home, you don't know what you're going to see. It could be Ruben hitting 10 threes. It could be Kari knocking the ball and diving on the floor, knocking into the deck. But it's a guarantee you're going to see effort from this team. That's what you want to see Saturday against Oklahoma, don't you?
That's what we got to have. We got to have big second halves. We play a big bench, and it's a really good team with good players. They're playing good basketball right now. We need all our Aggies back at home, man. You know, look, we just played in a great environment here, flooded out, packed house. You know, we got to make Reed Arena what it is. I think they get about 10,000 in here. We can get 13.5 in Reed. And I promise you to the Aggies, this is a team right now that it's worth supporting this group, right? I mean, we're giving up inches everywhere, size. But these guys scrap, they fight, they represent this university. And I can't wait for everybody to get back there, fight together versus Oklahoma.
I'm going to add one more thing. They believe in Bucky. and what's going on with your coaching staff, and you can't go and do what you just did if they weren't all on the same page getting this done.
Well, I believe in them. I believe in our school, and we got good things going to lie ahead. We're going to have some ups. We're going to have some downs.
Yep.
But
sometimes in the same 40 minutes, right?
You're telling me. Yeah, you're telling me.
Great win. Enjoy it with that team, Bucky. Thank you so much for joining us.
Gig 'em.